By now, if you haven't heard about the Toyota Camry, then you've been living under a rock. You probably own one. If you don't own one of your family members or a close friend probably has one. This has been the best-selling car year after year. And even though I've never been a fan, I gotta admit, I'm starting to come around. With this all-new model, they really have hit the mark. Let's be honest, when you're buying a midsize sedan, it's really not about styling. And I gotta tell you, when I first walked up to this, I don't know what, sky blue Camry, I really had some reservations. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna like this car. But you know what, I've seen it in like a dark gray and a black, and it actually looks pretty good. But you have to get past that styling. And I understand the styling, it's very functional. It's very family oriented for the Lexus and Toyota brand. In many ways, the Camry reminds me of a cross between a Camry and a Lexus HS250. Now, what I do like about the new Camry is the rear end, especially the taillights. I think they've really done a good job here, very modern, very distinctive. And it's really hard to be distinctive when you're in the midsize segment. Do you know what cars are in the midsize segment? Well, let's start with Honda Accord, Nissan Altima. You've got the Hyundai Sonata, which has been a rock star, Ford Fusion, Chevy Malibu, VW Passat, the list goes on and on and on. So the choices are huge. But one thing about the Camry, it really has stood the test of time, great resale value, and you know what? This V6 is pretty damn powerful. Our research has shown that less than 15% of midsize sedan buyers actually buy the V6 option. Now, this particular Camry has a 3.5-liter V6 producing 268 horsepower. Now, some companies like Hyundai, for example, they've done away with their V6 because of such a low take rate. The base engine is a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine producing 178 horsepower, and that's probably the one I would get because you're going to get much better fuel economy and you just don't need that extra power. Not only does the V6 cost more, it's about another $1,500, it's also going to get worse fuel economy. You're talking about 24 miles per gallon on the V6 versus a combined average of 27 on the four-cylinder. As unimpressed as I am with the exterior styling of the Camry, I'm overly impressed with the interior. I think they've gone upscale. As you can see here, all the controls are higher quality, higher touch material. You can see the stitching. All the materials have been upgraded from the previous model. And one thing I really like is Toyota's commitment to fuel economy. There's a gauge here that shows your average fuel economy, and you have a series of green lights to show you just how efficient you are. You know, I'm not saying the Camry V6 is a sports car, but it does get up and go. So there you have it, the all-new Toyota Camry. I'm not saying that Toyota has made a convert out of me, but I will say this. For the first time, the Camry is going to be at the top 3 of my list of midsize sedans. That's right, the top 3. And I can tell you it's a good bargain, good value, starting at $20,000, fully loaded V6, as you see here, $33,000. And don't forget, there's a hybrid option as well.